Peace to everybody. This story is about Corey Feldman wonders if Michael Jackson was grooming him. Why is CNN lying about this? Why? Why is CNN lying? What's wrong with them? Former teen star Corey Feldman, who caught flack in the wake of leaving Neverland for appearing to defend Michael Jackson on social media, now wonders if the singer was grooming him. First of all, that's not true. Michael Jackson would never, ever harm a child. He would never do that. Even I know that. But all these people, they're making up lies about him. And of course, we all know James Safechuck and Wade Robson. They're the biggest liars of all. They scammed HBO. Oprah Winfrey, well, she lied also, and she caught herself into that mess. Why can't people just understand that Michael Jackson never did anything with a child? In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, Feldman talks about watching the HBO documentary through the lens of his long friendship with Jackson. HBO is owned by CNN's parent company, Warner Media. Of course it is, because CNN had to own HBO so they could make up lies together, saying, oh, Michael Jackson did this, Michael Jackson did that, and that's all a bunch of lies right there. Michael Jackson never did anything to these kids whatsoever. He is innocent. And as you can see here in the picture is Corey Feldman with some kind of look on his face. And he was also in the movie The Lost Boys, which, by the way, is a good movie. I watched it with my wife and son, Feldman said. It caused me to have concerns. Feldman has said he is a survivor of molestation. So, yeah, Corey Feldman is a survivor of molestation. I guess it had to be one of his family members, like his father or something, that molested him. And so he survived that one. And he and his wife and son have watched that documentary on HBO, which I don't get because I know I can't afford it along with how much my cable bill is a month now, so that's out of the question. People will attend to lie about anything, and CNN is the biggest liar of all with their fake news. The documentary chronicles alleged allegations by James Safechuck and Wade Robson that Jackson sexually abused them over several years when they were children. Not true, because they made up the story so they can get Paris Jackson's and her brother's money that Michael Jackson left for his children. And since they got mad about it, they decided to lie on him because it was all about the money that James Safechuck and Wade Robson want from the children. And there was no way Michael Jackson's children was going to give it to him. And when they sue them, they're going to want to shut up after that. Jackson was accused in 1993 of sexually molesting a then 13-year-old boy. He was charged with 7 counts of child molestation of allegations related to another boy in 2003. Yeah, so they investigated him. They couldn't find nothing. There was nothing to find. They lied about it. Even there was one that he paid off. Yeah, I could admit to that. He paid one off because even though Michael Jackson never did anything with that person, because that was a lie to keep them quiet. Jackson sat out of court with a 1993 accuser and was acquitted in the 2003 case. So yeah, that one person in 1993, he settled out of court because even though it was a lie that person had did in 1993, there was no way this was going to happen. I mean, come on. Why drag Michael Jackson through the mud and destroy his legacy after everything he has done. He maintained his innocence until his 2009 death. His family has continued to do so. Yeah, so Michael Jackson's been innocent the whole time. Nothing happened. The two gentlemen lied. They scammed their way out of getting money so they could tell this painting story. Oh, Michael Jackson molested me. No, that wasn't true. They could tempt the documentary, calling it a public lynching. Jackson's accusers are admitted liars. The family says because of sworn statements by Safechuck and Robson while Jackson was alive that he did not molest them. So while Michael Jackson was alive, they said in court, oh, he never did nothing to us. But then when he died, that's where the lies began. He said, oh, well, Michael Jackson molested me. He did this. He did. No, not true. That was a lie. And now that um Wade Robson and James Safetruck are admitted liars, this is why they lied on Michael Jackson. Feldman, who appeared in Stand By Me, The Goonies, and other films, was a child actor when Jackson befriended him after Leaving Neverland aired. Feldman tweeted about having fond memories of the singer. So, yeah, of course, Corey Feldman was a child actor. He starred in the movie Stand By Me, good movie. The Goonies, good movie. And other films. And, and this is where I don't know. I guess I don't know why would Michael Jackson befriended him. That's impossible because when your children who adore a singer so much, it doesn't matter who they are. You're still gonna love them no matter what. Even all the lives that Wade Robson and James Safechuck had done, they wasn't going to get no money out of Michael Jackson. No, there was no way of doing that. My memories, and thank God for me, my memories of Michael Jackson were mostly fond, aside from our one and only fight because he innocently feared I would turn on him and make up lies, Feldman tweeted. I never did. I never would. I pray those boys can sleep with that same clarity of consciousness. Let God be the judge. Yeah, so let God be the judge. Because God is going to punish the heck out of Wade Robson and James Safechuck. No matter what. They're going to get punished for lying on him and dragging his name through the mud. And as you can see, here's Corey Feldman's tweet. That was from March 4th, 2019 on his Twitter account. Here's another one that he has done. That was from March 4th also. Feldman said he was friends with Jackson around the same time, Safechuck alleges he was abused. Feldman said he took issue with the documentary, given that Jackson is not around to defend himself. Yeah, so Michael Jackson, when he passed away, there was no way he could defend himself because of what Safechuck and Robson said in the documentary, which, by the way, was one-sided. I mean, come on. I don't believe Wade Robson and James Safechuck at all. I don't believe them. They're liars. They admitted to being liars. What else can you give them? They can't have the money. That's what they want. Family comes first, and that's what Michael Jackson was doing, putting family first. You do not put non-family members first. No. Always put your family first. So, given the opportunity which he certainly had with me and others being alone with no parents around, how did he control those urges so well while so blandly sexual with those two boys? Feldman tweeted. It doesn't really fit the profile. But what motive besides money do they have? Abandonment is a strong one. Yeah, so really, come on. I mean, this is all Corey Feldman's curiosity because he's wondering if he was groomed by Michael Jackson, and I don't think so because that's not true at all. Michael Jackson has been maintaining his innocence. He's been letting the investigators take pictures of his private parts down there. There was nothing to find at all, and here is Corey Feldman's another tweet from March 4th, 2019. Both men filed suits, Robson in 2013 and Safechuck in 2014, against the singer's estate. Jackson's estate denied the accusations. Their cases were initially dismissed but reportedly remain under appeal. So yeah, those two had filed lawsuits, and guess what? They're No, there's no way it was going to go through because it's all lies. And of course, we know CNN is part of it with their lies because they're twisting words around. And HBO also lied. And if you have HBO, I get rid of it real quick. During the After Neverland special hosted by Oprah Winfrey, Leaving Neverland director Dan Reed said the men were not compensated to appear in the documentary. So, yeah, Dan Reed was the director, Oprah Winfrey was the host, and I know she caught herself lying, so we know she was busted right away. After being criticized for his tweets, Feldman clarified his statements. I want to be very clear. I stand for any and all victims of sexual abuse or assault. Excuse me, dry air in my throat. Feldman said in a statement to CNN, as a survivor and someone who has been fighting for this to become a focal topic of our society, he for decades, and is fighting diligently to abolish the statuses of statutes of limitations. I had to retract that. Across the country, I applaud all victims for letting their voices be heard, and I encourage the public debate to continue. Yeah, so Corey Feldman, he's an advocate for sexual abuse rights, and that's what he told CNN. But you know, CNN, they're gonna go back and say, "Oh well, Corey Feldman said this, but let's change it." So I know that's what CNN has been doing, was changing it. They changed the words around so they could make up this painting picture of lies on Corey Feldman. Feldman told Rolling Stone that his relationship with Jackson was the standard grooming process that Robson and Safechuck described. Well, first of all, that Robson and Safechuck are liars. They lied about it. There was no way that Corey Feldman was going to be groomed at all by Michael Jackson because that wasn't happening. There was nothing. There was no way Michael Jackson was going to go to court. Go to court and lie about anything. Even he wasn't going to jail either because there was nothing there. Everything was similar to what happened to me. Up until the sexual part, Feldman said everything. He bought me gifts, a Watchman TV, a gold watch from Disneyland. So, yeah, Michael Jackson bought him gifts, but it was nothing harmful because Michael Jackson would never hurt anybody. And as long as Michael Jackson is innocent, there's nothing they could do about it. So he was grooming me, and I just never ended up being his pick. Or was that just who he was? The actor said. That's the effing thing. We'll never know. But I would have been exactly his type. I was cute, short, and blonde, you know. CNN has reached out to reps for Feldman for further comment. Of course, I don't know if Feldman is going to respond to these um, comments or not, but Michael Jackson just loved doing things. He wasn't grooming anybody. Come on, who would do something like that? I know there are sick people in this world. Yes, I understand that, but why would Michael Jackson hurt a child? He just helps them because there are children that are sick. And he is called the king of pop. That's who he was. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody at all. His father abused him. His father kept him on his toes all the time. And then when Michael Jackson turned on his father, he adored his mother more than his father because the father was not really too good to the children at all because he's forced them to get into the music business and he never let them grow up to be whatever they wanted to be. It's always about the music. And you never push a child into something that you want. Let them decide for who they want to be. Don't go and say, "Oh, you're going to be this and you're going to be that." No, let them decide for themselves. Leave your comments below. I am out.